Tisha B'Av, we are going to be reading Parashat Dvarim, starting Sefer Dvarim, which is also called Shabbat Chazon. The Sefer Dvarim is called by Chazal Mishneh Torah, as a repetition of the Torah. Why is it a repetition of the Torah? Because it repeats a lot of the mitzvot again. A lot of the mitzvot are mentioned in the four first Chumashim, are repeated again in this fifth book of Dvarim. And the question arises, why repeat? Why do we need to repeat so much? We already know it, we learned it, it's there. Why do we need to have the fifth Chumash that just repeats things again? So, obviously there could be answers that there are certain conditions, certain details that weren't mentioned, and so on. But there may be a much deeper reason for that. Why do we repeat things? One reason for repeating something could be to remember it, but a different kind of repetition could be to connect to it in a more deeper way. The Torah says, where do we find the term Mishneh Torah? We find it by the Mitzvat HaMelech, which is going to come in a few weeks' time in Parashat Shoftim, when the Torah says, V'chatav lo it Mishneh HaTorah azot al sefer. He has to write on a sefer. He has to write a sefer Torah. According to some Mefarshim, he has to write Sefer Dvarim. Why? Leman yilmad lir'at Hashem. It's not to study to know, but rather to study to have Yirat Shamayim. If my goal is just to know more information, so I'll learn things I didn't know before. I'll explore new venues and go to new places. But if I want to connect it more, if I want it to be more part of me, I have to repeat the things and remind myself and go back to the sources and to the earlier things and repeat them again and again till it really turns into a second nature. That is the point of Mishneh Torah, Leman Yilmad Lir'at Hashem. That is the goal for all of us when we read Parashat Dvarim and Sefer Dvarim, which are starting now, is to learn to have Yirat Shamayim, not only to know things in our heads or to know what to do. In Parashat Chazon, we read the Haftarah from, it's called Chazon because of the first Perek in Yeshayahu, Chazon Yeshayahu ben Amotz. And the Navi says, Yisrael lo yada, Ami lo itbonan. And the Navi compares it. He compares Am Yisrael to animals. Yada shol koneu, v'chamor evus ba'alav. The animals, they have their instincts in the right place. But Am Yisrael does not. Sometimes we may know so much. We may even know what we're doing, but we're not really internally connected to Kadosh Baruch Hu. Lo berchu b'Torah tchila. The Gemara says, Al ma avda haaretz. Why was the destruction of Beis Hamikdash? Because lo berchu b'Torah tchila. It wasn't that Am Yisrael did not know Torah, but Am Yisrael did not, as the Maharal explains, connect to Kadosh Baruch Hu, who gave the Torah, did not have the right Yirat Shamayim, the right mindset. And this is one of the things we need to correct for ourselves in these days of Ben HaMetzarim, preparing ourselves for Tisha B'Av, which we hope in the near future will become a Yom Tov with the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash. And our way of really getting closer to there is really by reading the Mishneh Torah and understanding that Torah is not only what I know, not only what I do, but also what I feel and what is my relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. And that will bring us a step closer to Binyan Beit HaMikdash. Amen.